Welcome to our channel Ignite Careers. In this video, we will be seeing about PMP exam preparation. Specifically, this series of videos will cover the top questions which you might expect in your PMP exam preparations. So, if you are preparing for your PMP examination, this is the right video for you to follow. It will be a series of episodes. I suggest you click on the bell icon and stay tuned for the upcoming video as well. Let's quickly jump into the questions. Before we start the question, let's quickly go through some tips regarding the multiple choice questions which you will be getting in your PMP examinations. The first tip is read your question carefully and try to understand the context. This is very, very important because the questions which we see over here might sound little different depending upon the context it is put into. So you need to understand the context of the questions. It's not just memorizing the answers. So in this video, we won't be just looking into the answer, but instead I will be teaching you why this particular answer is right and why not the rest. And always look for a key phrase. This is very, very important. Every question will have a key phrase that will help you to cut down the wrong answers and then try to pick the right one. Eliminate the wrong ones. It's the easiest way to pick the right one. Of 4 choices given, you can cut down the 2 wrong one and then you can focus on the next 2 one and then try to pick the best answer out of it. Avoid overthinking, manage your time properly, review your answers before you submit your exam and stay confident. Let's quickly jump into our first question. A manager and a head of engineering discuss a change to a major work package. After the meeting, the manager contacts you and tells you to complete the paperwork to make this change. This is an example of. So there are, as we discussed in the previous slide, you need to look for the keywords. So the manager and head of engineering, okay, he has discussed a change to a major work package, okay. So some change has been discussed. After a meeting, the manager contacts you. So here the you represents project manager, okay. So you are a project manager and he's asking you to complete the paperwork. So this is an example of, okay. So let's try to eliminate the wrong one. Management attention to scope management, somewhere right, I would say. Management planning, okay, that's not the right one. And then a project expeditor position. Okay, this looks pretty solid, I would say. So let's see the right last one. The change control system. Okay, so this is not basically a part of change control system because change management is totally different. So among these 3, the right one is the project expeditor position. So basically, in this sort of thing, there are different sort of project management technique. The keyword here is the paperwork to make the changes. Here you are a PM, but you don't have any control on the decision authority of the project. So basically, you do all the paperwork. So it's like you expedite the project from a paperworking perspective. So the project expeditor position is the right answer to proceed. Here is a second question. During a team meeting, a team member asks about the measurements that will used on the project to judge the performance. Okay, the team member feels that some of the measures related to the activity assigned to him are not valid measurements. The project is best considered in what part of the project? So this is basically, there are different stages of project: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, and control and closure. So here they have given 4. They have missed out the one other project phase is planning. Okay, so basically the idea behind this question is during a team meeting, the manager is asking a team member about the measurement which is related to judge the project performance, which is basically judging your project when you are progressing on something. So let's quickly see the answer and try to eliminate the wrong one. Initiating. So initiating is the first phase of the project, I would say, where we discuss about the project charter, assumption long, stakeholder register. So this was not the right one. So let's ignore this. Executing, yes, this is the right one, I would say, because during the executing phase, people try to draft the work performance, team performance, and this is where the performance related data will comes into picture. So the keyword is performance over here and the phase over here is executing. Okay, let's see the other questions and then finally conclude this. B is the most promising one. The third one they have given is monitoring and control. So monitoring is control is basically related to reporting to see whether it is everything is going as per plan. And finally, closure is basically where you deliver the final report. So both are wrong. The right one is executing since they are talking about the performance. Here we go. Your company just won a major new project. Good news, major new project. It will begin in 3 months' time. Okay. It's a value of 2 million USD dollar. Very nice. You are a project manager for an existing project. Okay. So you need to understand this word. So your company has won a new project, but you are not project manager for the new project. Whereas you are a project manager of an already running project. What is the first thing you should do once you hear a new project news? Nice. So now you need to understand the context of question and try to eliminate the odd word. Ask management how the new project will use resource. Okay, this is none of your part unless or until you've been put into this particular project, at least as a stakeholder. So this is not the right one. Because what is the first thing you need to do? This is the very key thing. Resource level your project? No, because there is nothing being officially announced a link between your existing project and the new project. So crash your project. Why we need to crash your project? And just because you got a new project, this is also wrong. Ask your management how the new project will affect your project. Yes, this is the right one. When you hear about a new project coming into the entire org or a business, it's better you discuss with your management team whether this will affect your project positively or negatively. That's the right one. Let's look into our next question. You are a project manager who has never managed a project before. It would be best in this situation to rely on dash during planning in order to improve your chance of success. So planning is very crucial in terms of project management. So how strongly you plan your projects decides your rate of success in the particular project. So if you are a fresher in the project management, I strongly recommend you to refer to some similar projects which is handled in the past so that you can take reference from the past projects and then do your planning accordingly. So you need to look for something related to historical or past. So let's quickly check the answers. Your institution and training? No way. So institution and training will help you to improve your skills but not support you with respect to the actual project planning. Stakeholder analysis is basically a part of planning, I would say. Configuration management, no. So the best choice, I would say, by eliminating the odd one is historical information. Here comes the last question of this video. During project executing, a team member comes to the project manager because he is not sure of what he needs to accomplish on the project. Okay, that's actually a bad situation. Which of the following documents contain detailed description of the work packages? So basically, this team member have access to the work packages, yet he doesn't know what he need to do with respect to the work packages. So he need to have a detailed breakdown of this work packages, which generally will be there in the WBS dictionary. So you need to look for an answer. Yes, the first one is the WBS dictionary, which is basically called as Work Breakdown Structure Dictionary. This is the right one. Before jumping into this, let's try to eliminate the wrong one. Scope management plan? No. Because scope management plan, project scope statement, activity list, all these are part of planning which would have been done long back. Now we are in the executing phase. So the right one is work breakdown dictionary. I will be posting the next set of questions soon. Subscribe and stay tuned. Have a great day.